Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow YouTubers. So, I'm still waiting to talk to Higgins on the phone. For you new to the channel, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe. For you comer backers, welcome. School is now in session. So, as everyone has heard, more likely than not, food stamps will be cut off at the end of February. They say they extended the pandemic till May 11th. But I just want to say for you all that the problem is with the food stamp problem, a lot of people know that food stamps are being cut off in this state, in February. A lot of people are worried about it too, And because of it, a lot of people have said, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to the food stamp, So, yeah. February. So, February is the last month for food stamps. So, now, you preppers need to think about what you're going to do with your ending, right? What can you do about it ending, right? Yeah, so it's saying new blog, yada, yada, yada. What is the government going to do? Yada, yada, yada. And the thing is, you guys are sitting there saying, oh, what do we do? We don't have it. Well, you get back to work. That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, you got all these people, right? And so it says here, 12.5 upward of adjustments for October. Then January changes there, and then first month that all SNAP benefits will be in normal amounts without the emergency pandemic, and then 2023 they're going to talk about the cost of living. So it's talking about what states are going to be removing it. So you got to ask yourself, what's going to happen, right? So EA National, we have February, right? Showing a timeline, right? 30 food plan reviews the annual cost of SNAP, yada, yada, yada. So basically, I'll give you guys this link too. All right. So basically what it's saying is your food stamps are going to be gone. And people are panicking. They're emailing me, oh, Rita, what do we do? Crappy, what do we do? You either get a job or you basically start taking less money for yourself. I saw a report the other day. It says, when are you paid? Pay yourself first. That's interesting. Pay yourself first. Okay, cool. Always pay myself. I should just give myself a gift card every month. Then I can add it towards my prepper's expenses. So, a lot of you out there have said, what do we do? Right? And I say, figure it out. Because frankly, it's not going to get any easier, peeps. That's the truth. Thing is, the food stamps are running out at the end of the month, okay? They're not going to renew it unless some miracle happens in the next week where they extend it to May. They won't. Fortunately, the bill's passed. Everything goes back to normal. So some people get $14. Other people get $23. I think Chloe gets like $72 or something. Higgins gets less too. He's going to lose it. He's just going to get basic things. And I also saw a report coming out, which I should talk about somewhere. Apparently, it had to do with SSI. You know, there's a report that came out. It wasn't what I expected from Higgins trying to champion the SSI cause, which the government doesn't care. It was more of a thing about meals. You know, you have people that support give you food. You know, you're supposed to collect it on your SSI so they can make SSI payment reductions to your SSI benefits, but instead they turned around and it wasn't like that, you know. But anywho, I want to share that with you guys. So, anyways, so the point I'm making for you guys is, yes, food stamps are going to run out. You're going to have to start planning to buy the essentials. Okay, government's cutting you off. So a lot of you are complaining also about your phone, okay? Now, a lot of you are complaining, oh, I don't know what to do about my cell phone. I'll tell you how to take care of your cell phone if you freaking listen, all right? Let me tell you how you take care of your cell phone, okay? There's a little trick I'm going to teach you. So you go to all phones at track phone, okay? I'm a track phone supporter, okay? Then you go down to low to high. Then you go and you see this Orbic Journey 5. I don't know anything about the Orbic Journey 5. Okay, Orbic Journey 5. The Nokia Flip, that's $19. The Alcatel Flip, that's $19.99, right? So, let me put it this way. Alright, I'm going to compare these because, you know, you got the Nokia. Nokia still making flips, that's great to know. And the Alcatel. Right? And then the rest of them are just so damn expensive, right? You got reconditioned, yada, yada, yada. Now, you guys could sit there and say, well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about phones, all right? So, you got a $39.99 phone, right? It says here you get $39.99 gets you 9.7 days. Your Nokia gets you 14 days. And your Alcatel gets you up to 19 days. 4G. This is 2.4G. VOL voice over LT connectivity, you know, Wi-Fi, you know, your screen and etc. 2.8, 2 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel camera, and then the rear is, you know, you got a rear camera, and this one's a rear camera too, and that's a front facing camera. So you get front facing, rear facing, right? So the point is whichever plan you buy, right? Let's just say buy now, right? No, it says here, right? And then let me just put it this way, okay? You want to go service plans, okay? For track phone. And one of the things you do with track phone, right, is you go low to high, right? $15, okay, gets you 500 minutes, 500 texts, and 500 megs of data, right? Well, what if you want more? Right here. So, $15 for 30 days of unlimited talk and text. Now, you know, they say, oh, that's for a smartphone, and, you know, whatever. The thing is, you could use it for your little flip phone. So, $15, unlimited minutes, unlimited text. That's it. And you don't need data because you're using a flip phone. So I've just saved you probably 160 to 80 or 90 or 100 120. You can get a whole family of flip phones, which won't be cool to your friends if you're a child, but at least you have unlimited data, unlimited text. And you don't even need to be glued to your phone to use, like mine's cracked. You can see it's fully cracked. To use now if I wanted to buy a data plan, right? Or a phone, right? Say I wanted to buy a phone and I went high to low price wise. I like the tablet phone, right? So you go down the list here and you look for the Stylus 5G. $220. Now what if I wanted this one? $150. You see, I could buy a Stylus phone, but the question is, Is it really worth my money? Well, this one's 4G stylus for $100. So the question remains is, what do you need? Oh, the Nokia is out of stock, by the way. It says out of stock. Yeah, so to me, the Alcatel is reconditioned, and then you got your LG Classic reconditioned, and you got your reconditioned stylus. So you can get reconditioned phones. I don't buy reconditioned, but my point is, for the sake of the argument, I just saved you some money. And that is because of, you know, so I am going to do a comparison real quick. I just want to see something. But the point being is if you look at your pricing, 3 devices. Alright, so compare these 3. 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, okay. 4G, 5G, 5G, so they're both 5G. 6.8, 6.8, 6.8. The question is how much data do you need? See, once you get into the smartphones, you're paying more, so you got to cut your corners. That's where I come in to tell you your best course of action to cut corners is to get a track phone. I mean, some people don't like the track phones, other people do. It also depends on how much you're willing to spend. But with food stamps being cut out, that means a lot of people will lose their phone service too. And lose their internet service. That's it. They're cutting off 3 programs at once. They're literally cutting off your food stamps. For some of you that are disabled, you'll get your basic food stamps, which means you'll get your basic credit for your phone, which my phone's free, only because I only needed it for, see, if I went with a smartphone, which they keep pushing me for, which I don't want to be tracked on, then what happens is they follow me, right? They turn around and what do? They want to track me, okay? I'm not going to be tracked, all right? But for the sake of the argument, you got to ask yourself eventually, as a prepper, how much are you willing to survive? All right. Now let me show you something. Where is this? Oh, here it is. This, right? I got to call Higgins eventually. But see this? This is a phone. This is the cheapest phone that I paid. It was like 20 bucks, right? Maybe it was 30. Point is if this phone takes a dump, I just buy another flip phone. Problem is why am I doing the flip phone method? Because I don't want to be stuck with games. I don't want to be stuck when, everyone's trying to rush home during a nuclear attack to do whatever and then text their family, are you okay? I want this because everyone knows if a nuclear attack is imminent, we're going to lose all communications. And that is why I'm working on a communication project that doesn't require these. This, as you can see, I gotta show you something funny. Do you see the buttons on this? Let me see. Can you see the buttons there? See how they're all warped? Yeah. I mean, I really do like my flip phone. I mean, these things are rugged. The only thing is, what happens if the battery goes? Well, you just see either buy a new battery or don't buy a new battery. But the point is, you're going to have to start cutting corners. So this prepping edition is about cutting corners. Really? Uh-huh. So, you got to cut corners. There's a lot of people that corner cut already because they're worried. But with no debt ceiling raise, food stamps have cut off 3 programs already, which is free internet or your low-cost internet, your cell phone service, and your food stamps. Now, everyone that gets cut off, and everyone apparently gets cut off in February. So that leaves you with your internet is going to go back to full price. So I think it was Higgins was saying he got like $30 or $40 off his bill. I don't know. I don't use that program. I refuse to use it because, frankly, they're saying without, And then they say you can either have internet or you can have your phone service. Well, my phone service is very important to me. So basically, that is something I want to tell you. You know, you gotta cut corners, and that means you're gonna have to start using and looking over options when it comes to shopping. Because, for example, right, if you're gonna buy foods, so for example, right, you're gonna have to make a choice. Are you willing to buy are you willing to buy let's see. Okay. Are you willing to buy brand names? Are you willing to go with generic brand names? Because eventually, you're going to have to make a choice. It's not going to take a rocket scientist to realize that eventually you're going to have to make a choice on generics versus non-generics. So, that's something you got to think about. You're going to have to start cut corners on your prepping. Yeah. You know, that's all I'm going to say about it, you know, because everyone's going to have to cut corners. Without that food stamps, your family loses, you know, the pandemic relief is done. They're letting everyone go back to work. They're ready to basically allow people to be unmasked. They're willing to, you know, the thing is the pandemic's only going to allow masks and certain things. I was on the phone today to the Social Security Administration, and they said masks are still required at Social Security offices in all 50 states. So even if the government says no masks, Social Security has the authority under the grand government to say yes. So think about it. So I got through at Social Security, so I got two more phone calls this week to make, but it's about cutting corners, you know. And don't forget, if you're cutting corners, you can also cut corners by going through and finding out through the internet with the thousands of channels on Roku. Buy Roku Express and go through the entire Roku list to find out everything. They have a list out there, guarantee it. That will tell you what is free and what is a subscription. And when you get a hold of some free TV, you're going to be happier you did than not happy that you didn't. I mean, think about it. I mean, I was watching Lawrence of Arabia last night on HBO. I was also watching some other stuff on HBO. So to me, you got to ask yourself, how much more are you going to cut corners? Or how much are you not? Because it's time to cut corners. And this is what you need to do. So, you know, think about it. You could get all these free movie channels. Might be not movies that you might not like, but you could cut out $150, $30, or if you got 20 for streaming service, if you got 100, you can cut it all out and go free only. And, you know, keep your Amazon Prime for, you know, the other things. And you're still doing better than if you wasted your money. I mean, you can get a whole bunch of free channels. All you have to do is have a good internet connection. You can watch anything you want. I mean, look, I've been watching a lot of World War II movies, Russian movies, German movies, and, you know, stuff like that, World War I, World War II, etc. And I'm telling you, you know, Green Berets, for example, free. I mean, literally, every other place it's rental, but you can find it free. I mean, the other day I was looking for a movie, right? A movie called Citizens Band. And Higgins was joking about Gone with the Wind, right? Citizen Band is literally costs nothing on Pluto. Think about it. On Pluto. Pluto TV had it for free. I mean, literally, if you go to Roku.com, check out the movies you want. You can watch them, no charge. Or if you have a subscription like me for MGM Plus, you can watch all the Rocky movies. That's on my list to do too. But the point being is, you got to think, how bad is it going to be? Yeah. So, with that said, everyone, I want you to think about that. You're going to have to start cutting corners and fast because between now and whenever, get your house in order. Otherwise, it's too late. Thanks for watching, everyone. And keep on prepping. Get your canned water, or your food, your canned meats, and your potassium iodide tablets, and anything else you want. And I'll start looking at generic options for you all for future prepping videos. Thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Wholesome fun for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dogs, service bunnies. Thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.